Signs, Saturday and Sunday, October 8th and 9th. KSJE is supported by the Farmington Museum. What if you could jump into the world of wild kratts and swing through the trees like a monkey, or hunt like a dragonfish? Now you can. Wild Kratts, Creature Power, and Ocean Adventure Museum Exhibit, opening September 24th through January 7th at the Farmington Museum. Tickets at farmingtonmuseum.org. It's Wednesday morning here on KSJE. Ron Price is back with me here in the studio to talk a little bit about our Life in the Sandbox series. He is, of course, the author of the Play Nice in your Sandbox series of books. Mr. Price, welcome back to KSJE.
Thank you, Scott. I kind of feel like a bad headache. I just keep coming back.
Come back and come back. It's okay. Or a good thing. Or you're a good habit.
Well, maybe.
You know, so there's that.
But it's good to be, I'm not a glutton for punishment being with you. I know that. So
right.
A glutton for something anyway.
Well, it's good to have you back here in the studio. And we're picking up on where we left off last week, which we're talking about germs and relationships, whether they're personal or business or what have you, friendships, things like that, and things that can really sour a relationship if they happen too frequently, it sounds like to me.
You know, and I like the word sour. That's a good way to put it, because no relationship can be gaga, wonderful, everything bliss and joy. No relationship between two imperfect human beings can be that way. What's the expression? 24/7,
right?
365. Any relationship will go through moments where, yeah, we're not at the best right now, but hopefully you'll learn how to get past that and back into harmony. But we talked last time about, this is research from Prep Inc., professors from the University of Denver, out of Denver, hello. And we talked about the first two germs: escalation, little things become big things, and negative interpretation, not just misunderstanding what the other person has just done or said, but you're sure they're out to get you. They have a negative intent behind whatever it is. And when we react poorly to that, it's not good. It's not good. So both those germs, if it's a little bit, don't worry about it. If it's frequent, yeah, deal with it. Now, this third germ, Scott, is not in that category, unfortunately. This third germ is so potent that just one episode, one occurrence could be enough for the receiving party to say, that's it. I'm never going to risk being hurt that deeply by you again. We're done. Goodbye. Have I whetted your appetite to know what the third germ is?
Oh, my goodness.
Shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny.
I want to put a mask on.
I know. Invalidation.
Oh.
Invalidation. Scott, again, let me tell you, I keep telling your audience secrets about you. But guess what? They already know it. You hear a voice in your mind from time to time that says you're not all
more than one, but okay.
Yeah, careful now.
Thank you.
Careful. This is not a confessional here. But no, we all do. We hear that voice that says we're not this enough or we're too much that. It's called the critical inner voice. In fact, we did a program on that some months back. That critical inner voice. And then we find other people in our lives that seem to value us, that seem, when they see us, they smile, they're happy to see us, and that feels good. And we begin a relationship with them, again, personal and intimate, or just friendly and coworker, what have you. But we like to be in their company. We feel better about ourselves when we're with those people who, again, seem to admire and respect us, and in turn, we admire and respect them. Scott, we live in a rude, put-down world. You don't need me to tell you that. We just do. And if somebody on the street says, I'm not that impressed with you, we can go, well, thank you for sharing. Now keep on walking, because we don't care. But Scott, if somebody who we think values us, who we value, who we think respects us, who we respect, if they say or imply, I don't think you're all that much. It hurts.
Yeah, right there.
It hurts deeply. And that's why I say one well-placed, one misplaced invalidation can be enough. It can be so hurtful, so painful, that the receiving party says, no, we're done. If that's what's going to be our future together in this relationship, and I have to endure that pain again? No, thank you. We're done.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Am I making sense? Am I being over dramatic, Scott?
No.
Or?
Well, I think we all have references to what you're describing, and so I think most of us, probably all of us, acted the way you describe as well.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Self-protection.
Yep.
Self-survival.
Yep. And again, this being human is something else. Most of us can think back to childhood when we were ridiculed or laughed at and told, you don't measure up or whatever. We were picked last on the team or, whatever. We need each other. We need to validate each other. And it's great when people do that. People that you admire, Scott, people that you like being around, they're probably validators. They're probably people who appreciate goodness in others. Am I right or wrong?
I think that's true. Sure.
Okay.
Right.
I see you in that category, by the way. You're always so complimentary. You're not looking, hey, look at me. You're always acknowledging other people's contributions to this community and so forth. And I appreciate that about you.
Well, thank you for saying that.
You're welcome. Now, if I was to say, but on the other hand, Scott.
Right. But let me just tell you what you're doing wrong.
That's right. It would take away all the positives that I just said, which I absolutely meant. Watch out for invalidation. Just don't do it. And again, in the coming weeks, as we kind of gave a tease last time, we're gonna finish the germs next week, I think. We're out of time already now, but we'll do the last 2 germs. But then after that, we'll start looking at the antidotes. So you don't have to escalate. You don't have to negatively interpret. You don't have to invalidate, or the next 2 germs, which we'll cover next time.
There you go. All right. Ron Price, thank you for being here, and thank you for giving so freely of your time and talents to our audiences with these segments.
Thank you, Scott. You're more than
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. See you next week.
Yep.
That's Ron Price. He's with me every Wednesday right here on KSJE, Farmington, New Mexico.
Historical study reveals twists in the human journey. Consider the continuing controversy